All right, so I just want to circle back to a couple of things that I think I forgot. First of all, I know I had the person wrong who stole the Mona Lisa. It wasn't, who did I say, Napoleon or some crazy crap? It was his name is Vincino? I'm screwing it up. Paraguay. Vincino, Paraguay. That's who stole the Mona Lisa. I also wanted to touch on fashion. You guys, France was like, oh God, fashions everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, everybody was in Chanel and Gucci and Prada and Louis Vuitton and Ferragamo and just everywhere. And I mean, authentic. They're serious about their fashions out there, you guys. They're serious about their fashions, okay? And they was bringing them and giving them, okay? Christian Dior, oh, I saw it all. Fashions everywhere. I found this consignment shop. I love secondhand stores. When I tell you, this lady, this older French woman, had this consignment shop with, I'm talking about Chanel, Louis Vuitton, everywhere. I mean, pieces for days to die for. Pieces. Fashion everywhere. That's all I gotta say. Fashion everywhere. Oh, what else do I want to circle back on? I got my notes, y'all. I want to talk about the Paris Al-Sul. I'm mispronouncing all this stuff. Sorry. Marriott. That's where we stayed in Paris. So once we got to Paris, you guys, no more Airbnbs. We stayed in a Marriott. And let me talk about that a little bit as well. So on the French Riviera, the hotels are sky high. Okay, sky high. So the Airbnb was a little bit more realistic and affordable for us. But once you get to Paris, there's all different types of hotel options and prices. We generally always stay at the Marriott Hotel, so found a very affordable and very nice Marriott in Paris in the Al-Sul neighborhood. Love that neighborhood. It was super cool, really diverse. I saw a lot of black people living in that neighborhood, just to put it out there. Because that's a neighborhood that I took the scooter ride and went to the store, and it's a really cool neighborhood. The Marriott that we stayed at also has a huge mall across the street. So I did spend some time in that mall and bought me a couple of Paris fashions. But it's just a cool area. Very, very nice Marriott. I will say that once we got to the Marriott, it was like full of Americans. So you got back into like, okay, more touristy area. Most people were staying there were American. And that is, after being in France for over a week, that was the first time that I encountered that thing that I was telling you guys about, that air of racism I encountered with a woman in the elevator. Don't even want to repeat that story, but it was just a reminder, like, oh, here we go with that. But a lot of Americans staying at that hotel, a lot more English speakers in Paris, you know, when you go into the malls and stores. So yeah, that's a good choice. That's a good Marriott choice. And it wasn't too far away from all the action. We did have to take an Uber from our hotel to, you know, the sites down to the Eiffel Tower or the Louvre or what have you. But a short Uber ride. It was no more than like 15-20 minute Uber ride. So it was good location. And I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I want to say it was no more than like $140, $150 a night, something along that line. So yeah, I gotta warn you guys about those bike rides. So we took a bike ride while we were in Paris, you know, where you hop on, the people are like, come on, I'll take you wherever you want to go. Tony was trying to get to the Arc de Triomphe, and so he asked the lady, yeah, so we hopped on the bike. He was like, how much? And she said like $20, $25, right? So we get on, right? She takes us to this spot, like, okay, here it is. We get off the bike and, you know, he gives her the $20 or whatever. And she's like, no, it's like 20 per person. So just be aware if you guys are jumping on those bikes that the rate that they scream out at you is per person. So Tony is still mad at that lady on that bike, and I'm gonna put her in here now. And when you look at, and then she points to her sign, when you look at the sign, it's like the per person is in like small print or whatever, you know, so beware of that. Also, she did not take us to the Arc de Triomphe. She took us to like kind of a centrally located area, but the Arc de Triomphe was still like a few miles down, you know, so we did end up having a lot of fun though. We hopped on the scooters, which I was dying to do. I will warn you that some parts of Paris, not so much in Nice, it was like I told you before, it's a little bit more laid back, but Paris is so crowded and a lot going on, and they drive like madmen. So we were warned that being on those scooters in certain areas could be very dangerous. So you really have to be careful where you're riding them at. But the area that we were riding in was pretty laid back. So jumped on the scooters and took us the rest of the way down. No, I'm sorry. Screwed up that story. We caught scooters on the way back. We actually trekked it and walked the whole way to the Arc de Triomphe from where she dropped us off at, which we thought she was dropping us off there, but like I said, it was a few miles up. So we're walking in the dead heat. I mean, it was hot, you guys. While we were in France, there was a heat wave going on, and when I say it was hot, it was hot. So we're walking, and then Tony decides like, well, how much, you know, he gets on his phone to see how much further it is, and it was still like another mile up. So we took a pit stop at a restaurant, had a little bite, we had a little sandwich. Now it was one of those high-end restaurants. Like I said, once you get to Paris, closer to a lot of the sites, the prices are high. We had like a $30 club sandwich, you guys. It was crazy, but cool pit stop, then kept going. Walked the rest of the way. Finally got our way up to the Arc de Triomphe. On the way though, we were stopping at different little shops, and ice cream is really big there. Ice cream shops with freshly baked waffle cones like are on every corner. We found one that was really, really good. I think that was on the way back too, sorry. But here was all your big stores, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, you know, all the big stores also in that area. So anyways, we finally trek it and make it up to the Arc de Triomphe. Tony gets his big picture in front of it, and then we start to trek back, and that's when we were like, okay. That was a walk. Let's jump our butts on one of these scooters on the way back, which we did, you know, like the little bird scooter, and just had a lot of fun. Those things are fun to ride. And yeah, we had a great time. I'm gonna show you guys that too. I got some video of us riding the scooters and having a great time. We had an amazing time. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up, you guys, by rolling back over and talking about food a little bit more. I forgot to mention that French fries are like served with everything. The French fries were amazing because they always have the option of having like a truffle fry or a truffle sauce, and anything truffle is bomb. So fries and mussels was a big thing, like mussels and wine sauce with fries. Tony ate a lot of mussels. I ate a lot of fries with everything. I got to try a French crepe, freshly made in Nice. I think that was on our last night. And the young lady made me a fresh crepe with dark chocolate and strawberries in it. Holy moly. Oh my God. That's bomb. I will say the macaroons, I eat macaroons here at home. I usually grab them from Nugget. They taste the same. The macaroons were like, they're good, but it wasn't like a French one in France was like better than one I've had here. I can't really say that. So that's that, and now I'm gonna jump into and talk to you guys a little bit about our flight home. I was fortunate enough to have my husband upgrade our flight to first class on the way home, and that was so worth it. So worth it. So worth it. You have tons of space at the front of the cabin. The bed lies completely all the way back. You have an extensive wine list, whatever kind of cocktail you want. The food is good. I won't say like the food is 5-star or anything like that, but you know, you're gonna get a more variety of food choices and a better quality food than you will in economy class. But for me, the bed was worth it. If nothing else, the bed. To be able to lie all the way down. That long was worth every penny, and yeah, worth every penny. Customer service is great. You know, they bring you warm towels to wash up with, to wash your hands or what have you. You got a big screen, you know, big for a plane anyway, big screen TV in front of you for any type of movie options you want. It was just a great experience. We have flown first class before, but not on that size plane. So it was a totally different experience, and totally worth it. And I'm in love with that bed because unlike the plane right there, those last few hours that I spoke of, that I started getting really uncomfortable, didn't have that issue there because now I have a bed that I can lie completely back in, and plenty of room. My husband is 6 feet tall, and there's plenty of room for him to lie all the way down in the bed. So that is our voyage to France, you guys. I don't think I missed anything. I'm gonna insert some, you'll see, or you've seen by now, pictures and videos or whatever that I've inserted throughout this video. And I hope it, you know, brings you along with us on a little voyage, a little mini vacation as you watch this video. And I will holla at you later. Peace.